Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here so early this morning. I realize it was a late night for many of us last night after we got back from just a spectacular tour of the Vatican. I hope many of you were there. I know many people who were there are still sleeping off the consequences of that late evening, but it was truly spectacular. My name is Brian McIver. I am an endocrinologist by training from Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, Florida. And I am fortunate to be the co-chair of the World Congress on Thyroid Cancer Steering Committee, where I have worked closely with Dr. Randolph and our other steering committee colleagues, including most notably Jeremy Freeman in the front row, Ashok Shaha, Jayton Shah, who could not be here, and of course, Brian Haugen, Mike Tuttle, and others who've been involved deeply in the organization of the World Congress as a whole. But I'm honored to share the stage today with Professor Lombardi, who has really been instrumental working with Professor Bellantone to make the World Congress 3.5, as we named it here in Rome, a possibility. For the steering committee, expanding from North America to a world location like Rome was a significant challenge and a worry for us. We had set up this meeting originally in Toronto in 2009 and decided to make it a quadrennial meeting every 4 years, the second one also in Toronto. We moved it to Boston, which felt dangerous and exciting to us, and we held it in 2017 in Boston with another plan for Boston in 2021. But we really felt that this is a World Congress on thyroid cancer, and to be true to the name, we needed to move into the real world, not just restrict ourselves to North America. And so we decided to experiment a little, to come to somewhere overseas for us and move this into the real world. It felt exciting, it felt risky. It felt as though we were ceding control to others. We were depending on others to make this really work for us. We had to rely on our friends, and we had to come to a new country where we were not familiar even with the language. It felt dangerous and risky, but we should have known. We have great friends here and around the world. We have wonderful partners to make this a success. We have deeply knowledgeable and committed faculty who are willing to travel, especially to a place like Rome, of course. And we have dedicated and determined attendees who will follow the knowledge wherever that knowledge has to go. And of course, we also have generous sponsors and exhibitors who are willing to support this meeting, even when the meeting hadn't previously been run back in 2009, and who have stuck with us through the development of the World Congress. And then, of course, there is one other major attraction, and that is this is Rome. How could we possibly go wrong? We called this World Congress on Thyroid Cancer 3.5 because we've moved away from a quadrennial meeting. This was a 2-year interval meeting, and so almost tongue-in-cheek, 3.5 felt right between 3 and 4. That was the halfway point. But I will argue that based on the success we've seen here in Rome, largely because of Dr. Lombardi and Professor Bellantone, I think we should rename this officially. So henceforth, this meeting is no longer World Congress on Thyroid Cancer 3.5. It is World Congress on Thyroid Cancer 2019 Roma. So thank you, Professor Lombardi and Professor Bellantone, for such hard work for making World Congress on Thyroid Cancer 2019 Roma such a success. We are in your debt forever. It's been great to have you as partners. Thank you. Professor Lombardi, would you care to come up and make a few remarks?
Nothing to say, Brian. So we will maintain the Italian time, so we are on time. Because really we work very hard. We know the rules of the international meetings, and we respect this. So it's a pleasure to have you here, to have so much people, so many colleagues here. And we have more than 700 people attending now, but Professor Bellantone tomorrow will refine these numbers. I think about 70 countries represented in this Congress. So really a success due to the steering committee, friends. We know many of you from, I think, with Ashok Shah about 15 years ago, so Jeremy Freeman and Greg, so many of you are our friends. You came in Italy sometimes in the past years, so it was to join some friends to organize this. And the famous Congress, it was a famous Congress from North America to Rome, and why not to reproduce this in for next 4 years. So with this as a hope and with this our availability to organize again with you everything, of course. So I think is time to move. Please, Brian, you can. We have to present some people winning for the awards from the different sections. So please, you can name the people.
So we have a few awards to announce this morning, and what we'd like to do is to announce awards for 3 categories: video presentations, oral presentations, and e-poster presentations. We have first, second, and third prizes, and we'll go through each category. For those people who are in the room, if you are an awardee, please join us on the stage to receive a certificate and a prize, and we'll have a brief photograph. But please hold applause until I've announced all 3 of the individuals, if you will. So for video presentation title, in third place, 3D video of thyroid surgery as a model in surgical education, Dr. Kresimir Grisic. If Dr. Grisic is here, please come to the podium. Second place, innovation in thyroid surgery, a tridimensional microsurgical approach with robotic visualization system. Presenter was Andrea Ortensi. Dr. Ortensi, if you're here, please join us at the podium. And in first place, mini sternotomy for thyroid surgery by Dr. Samuel Flatman. Again, Dr. Flatman, if you're here, please join us on the podium. But for all of these 3 winners, please join me in a round of applause. Come on up. Please come on over. Thank you. Now on to oral presentations. Third place, locally advanced thyroid carcinoma, tracheal resections reconstructed with calcifying periost, Dr. Bianca Lornsten. Dr. Lornsten, if you're here, please join us. In second place, updated biomarker analysis for BRAF and RAS mutations from the phase 3 SELECT study of lenvatinib in radioiodine refractory differentiated thyroid cancer, Dr. Makato Tahara. Dr. Tahara, please join us if you're here. And in first place, a phase 1 trial of cabozantinib alone or in combination with atezolizumab. I can never say these words. This is why I'm not a medical oncologist. It's atezolizumab, thank you, in patients with solid tumors, including RAI refractory differentiated thyroid cancer, Sophie Lebelo. Sophie, if you're here, please join us on the stage. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And for the final category, e-poster presentations, in third place, transoral endoscopic thyroidectomy vestibular approach for selected thyroid nodules, a case series, Lawrence Malawat. Second place, reconfirmation of the usefulness of taller than wide sign by multi-center collaborative research in Japan, Mitsuhiro Fukushima. Please join us if you're here. And in first place, comparative analysis of voice outcomes between transoral endoscopic thyroidectomy vestibular approach and transaxillary approach by Dr. Young-Hoon Ju. So please, all three of you, if you're here, join us on the stage. So with no further ado, and only a few minutes late, let's please move on to the main program of the day. Enjoy your time here in Rome. Enjoy the World Congress 2019 Roma.